Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good day to another day of Warcraft 3. A new week, if you will. We're here at the end of November, and today we have a bit of surprise because we thought it was going to be the next day of Dobby Cup, but that is not the case. Dobby Cup has been postponed until tomorrow, and instead today we have the Show Cup. Show Cup edition number 65, and it's going to be Happy facing off once again against 120. 120 was the only player after 50 matches in a row to dethrone Happy back in Show Cup number 50. And now they meet again. Happy has once again been very successful here in the Show Cup and everywhere else. The question is, can 120 beat him once more? Or is Happy going to get his revenge and stay the champion and stay on the throne of the Show Cup? In the Show Cup, as always, there's going to be a best of 7. A fully played best of 7, by the way. We're going to have every map played through, even if one player should be declared the victor early on. And with that being said, we jump into our first game. Thank you very much, HCRA, with the resub. Our best of 7 starts on Northern Isles, where both are playing old school. Ted Fiend build, something we rarely see nowadays in the modern state of Warcraft 3. Normally it's always about ghoul builds nowadays, but here both are going for the Ted Fiend build, which signals to me that both want to play standard. Both want to play Ted Fiends normal, no expansions, no Crypt Lord, nothing weird. Maybe we're going to see 1 or 2 Lich plays later on. Maybe on some really good expansion maps we'll see some Lich. But it seems like for the most part they want to play it old school. The way it was done in the past. Just one base, Ted Fiends, and, you know, tier 3 and all that. Normally in the past, when they two played against each other, it seemed like 120 mainly was able to win when he was having the superior strategy, good expansion timing, maybe a Naga. But when they both played Ted Fiends, super standard, so Ted Fiends into Lich, into Dark Ranger, creeping, one base, you know, all that stuff, then most of the time Happy would come out on top. But we'll see how that goes today. It's going to be a long series. What is there? Using a lot of mana here for creeping, by the way. Happy isn't. So Happy's creep speed indeed is a bit slower. Also the claws there helping out. Claws and slippers. Very good items for 120. These bonus attack damage items are super strong in Undead Mirror. On the Lich as well as on the Dark Ranger. Because normally, in an even game, when it comes to the fight, you can't really afford to go for hero focus. Because if you go for hero focus, and it fails, which it always will, against a top undead, then you'll be the one losing fiends, while the opponent is not losing fiends. You can try to go for hero focus if you have a lead, or if the armies are super huge. But in a normal game, an even game, hero focus is normally the wrong approach. And for that reason, the heroes are untouched. And for that reason, lots of damage on them is really good. Oh my lordy. Insane items for 120 here on the first map. Thank you, Darkness, for the resub. Happy finding rather passive items. Lady Luck definitely on 120's side so far. He's looking at the shop. There's another claws plus 5. He gets it. Oh my god, dude. He might just pick up a Dark Ranger on tier 2. Oh no, it's Naga time. Naga second. There we go. He has so much damage. I don't think Abby can fight here at all. But he's going after the Naga. The level 2 coil is very strong against her. Oh, she might be dead, maybe? No. Happy in the meantime, he's going for the Lich. He's playing it standard. And that's the problem when you play Naga against level 3 DK. When the early game is very aggressive, the Naga is really strong, because the DK doesn't have level 2 coil. But if the DK does have level 2 coil, then the Naga herself is of course quite fragile, and she can get pressured as well. And again, aggressive coils. And this Naga is almost dead already. One more coil Nova and she's done for. In fact, one more coil might be enough. Oh! First big moment of the game. Right click, coil, and the Naga is dead. But 1-0 made use of the time by trying to get the creep. But he didn't get it yet. Lich is coming in. Oh, 1-0 is in trouble. 1-0 is in real trouble here. Nova on the DK. Might be forced to TP out. And the item also goes to Happy. Did he get the last hit? Lich experience? Yeah. Oh my god, he got the last hit and the item and killed the Naga and forced the TP. That turned around real quick. Disaster of an early game for 1-0. Despite these crazy items that he got, Happy doesn't care. Quel'Thala's boot's gonna be nice for the Dark Ranger later. Invul pot, never bad. If 1-0 was to get creep jacked here, it would be instantly over, but he's far behind, he knows that, so he's willing to take a risk here. Wand of the Wind is very good in Fiend Mirror. Happy lost a lot of HP himself, and mana for that matter. But statues should be able to remedy that before too long. Picks up the orb. Happy now creeping very safely. Doesn't want to give away his lead. And why should he? Statues for 1-0. Very late. What happened here? Only now the statue is coming. That is certainly not ideal. And then of energy for Happy. Pretty good. A bit overrated at times, I feel like. But one more spell at the right time can be pretty good. And if you combine it with mana potions, then the pendant is really good. Dark Ranger joins, and Happy seems to be creeping just a bit faster. He killed the Tuska already, he killed the Lab already. 1-0 lacking behind. But now, both going to the red. Lich third on the way. 1-0 of course going to have the disadvantage that he's not going to have silence, which means that Happy doesn't really need destroyers, I'd say. However, he's going to have double nuke from Frost Nova and Fog Lightning. The Naga can be quite the vulnerability. He needs to be very careful with the Naga positioning. If she gets Coil Nova'd, she can die quickly. Having found the heal pot is great for her. But she'll also need an invuln probably. DK level 4, Lich level 3, Happy's feeling strong. Oh, look at this Dark Ranger. Plus 11 Agi. Let's go. Wait, what does Zero get? Which item? Warsong Battle Drums. That is also very good. More damage for his whole army. Happy trying to force 1-0 to come back home. Happy cleared the northern side of the map fully. He's got a lot of experience, but no level lead. Slight experience lead, you could say, on the Dark Ranger. For whom level 2 is also going to be a big deal. 1-0 needs to level up this Lich. Periapt is actually really good to protect the Lich or the Naga. Happy at the shop. I think neither player is dust yet, right? So Burrow could actually be really effective. We don't have Burrow yet, but could always be upgraded. And Happy's expansion is about to be mining. That's, of course, the long-term win condition for Happy. He got ahead in the early game, never gave up his lead, and with the extra resources that he had, he was able to invest in his expansion without falling behind. That's the key thing here. Normally, when you invest into Expo in an even game, this puts you behind, but not if you had a lead to begin with. Naga level 3, quite strong. Fog Lightning against Fiends, timed properly, can be indeed pretty good. The being level 3 here for 1-0 is a bit annoying. The level 1 Nova, not that strong here in the late game. Dark Ranger, of course, also not level 3. But she is pretty potent already with Silence and Black Arrow. And Black Arrow level 2 is going to make her even stronger. Quite a bit stronger, in fact. Alright, 60 supply on both sides. 1-0. I don't think he's scouted this expo yet. But maybe he's got a feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. Is tonight gonna be the night? We'll see. Oh. Ziggurat cancelled. Happy misses the coil. Didn't use the coil, and the next coil also too late. Happy missing 2 coils. Big mistake at the start of the fight. And the DK now exposed, passing the Invo Potion. That was an important save. Going for the Naga right after, but she's got the heal potion still. 1-0, I think, taking this fight better. Happy making a big mistake here, losing the 2 Fiends the way he did. Statue is also too far away from the Fiends. Again, a coil, not landing in time. DK for Happy is full mana. Only now, finally, a coil comes in. And Happy kind of getting surprised by this attack, perhaps. 1-0 having a great start to the fight, and Happy's micro, for once, not on point. Happy's kind of getting destroyed in this fight. He may have to give up the expo. Yeah, he certainly must. Lost everything. Coil too late again. Wow, this was 4 missed coils by Happy in one fight. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. GG's called. Very weird game. When does that ever happen? Happy had a great early game, excellently played, and then in the late game fight, he messes up bad. Also, TPing there, I think, was a mistake. I think you should just walk there, and he wouldn't have been in such a bad position. If you TP in and you're clumped up, that's not good. Very rare to see. Happy really botching that fight. 1-0 also did it well. Credit where credit is due. But that was very sloppy, honestly, by Happy. Of course, he's not playing on land ping, but, you know, he hasn't done that in a long time anyways. Thank you, Weekend, with the 4-month resub, and Philog with the 24. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. Alright, just like that, 1-0 takes the lead. 1-0 and Happy. They are the 2 players which are at the moment at the very tippity top of the ELO rankings. Happy in first position with 2,694 ELO points. 1-0 right behind him with 2,657. And third position we got Lin. And behind that, Moon. And behind that, X-Lord, by the way. And Happy, you know, he hasn't been experiencing much losing lately. But of course, it was against 1-0 here in the Show Cup at Show Cup number 50, where finally he was beaten. And if you said Happy's biggest weakness is not optimizing creep routes, interesting. That's something like a year ago or so, or maybe 1.5 years ago, that was very apparent in the 2 encounters between Happy and 1-0, where the mid-game creeping for 1-0 always looked better and put him ahead. So yeah, there might definitely be some truth to that. Quite a bit of truth, perhaps. We go into map number 2, and again, it's going to be a standard opening. Old school Cat Fiends. Did you look at the Necropolis spikes? Yes, I did. I was wrong. Yesterday, I thought these spikes on the Necropolis up here hadn't been there before, and I think they were newly added. But I checked out some old VODs, and I was mistaken. They have apparently always been there. It's just one more time where my mind plays tricks on me. Peanut butter pancakes with the resub. Thank you. Of course, with the Ted Fiend build, the early game is normally very slow. A lot of creeping at the start. Get level 3 first. It normally doesn't make sense to be aggressive. The best creep route for the early game is pretty much figured out. Which is Ogre first, Green second, Shop third, and then the Green here. And that is level 3. Happy sells the teepee. What?
A player's forces are under attack.
He's been doing that now for a long time against Night Elf. But in Undead Mirror, I've never... They both sold the TP. No way. What is there isn't gonna expand, is he? Bruh. I mean, Happy saw the skull with a skelly. With an acolyte, I mean. Okay. He's gonna creep this first. Or, you know, next, I suppose. With the skull. That's pretty cool. So he pulled away the big creep with Fiend. And this is gonna be faster level 3 for 1-0. And he opens up the natural this way. Yeah, this is a creep road I haven't seen before. Pretty cool. And again, to the point of Infi, I suppose, that Happy's creep routes aren't as developed as 1-0's. Takes quite some time to creep this camp, though. And he's taking quite some damage. If Happy steals it, that would be a disaster, but no. 1-0 secures the last hit, gets level 3. And he is faster than Happy with it. I find it so weird that they sell the TP. Of course it's more gold, but it's also a lot of security missing for the later stages.
A player's forces are under attack.
Getting the Wand of Illusion here is great for Happy. He would love to creep away, steal away the lab over here. With a Wand of Illusion, you can creep that pretty easy normally. But he's not going to try to go for the greedy play. Can you comment on Cryptlord first in this matchup? It is still sometimes seen, but rarely. The Cryptlord is indeed extremely strong against DK builds, but he is very bad against Lich builds. Lots of players play Lich nowadays. And where Lich and DK always work out, more or less, against anything that you face, Cryptlord really suffers hard against Lich aggression. So, Cryptlord seems to be a gamble. If your opponent doesn't play Lich, you're fine. But if he is playing Lich, then you're gonna be in for a rough one. I could maybe see a Cryptlord for 1-0 on Echo Isles if we go there. But I wouldn't be surprised if Happy had just vetoed that map. Happy normally not a big fan of Echo Isles and not a big fan of Amazonia. He doesn't like the small maps.
A player's forces are under attack.
A big prize here up for grabs. Lich inventory looking better on 1-0. Oh, he bought the circlet, right? Yeah, he did. Bought the circlet at the merchant. Some damage on the Lich, but there are still plenty of coils left over. The first statue here is going to be a big deal for regen. 1-0 statue again a little bit later than Happy's. Both players trying to get the orb. The tier 3 timing is perfectly synchronized. And now we got the orb. Happy almost has the gold as well for the Dark Ranger. He's got a bit more gold for some reason. And there we go. Dark Ranger joins. Happy wants to have his revenge here. And with the Fiend so hurt, with the Lich hurt, I think Happy's finally going to get the red camp. Having the Dark Ranger here, of course, is a big advantage right now. Full mana on the DK as well. Good silence by Happy. Gives him this creep easily. Oh, and the claws plus 12. Amazing item for the Lich. And with this exchange, 1-0 definitely a bit behind. He didn't lose any units, but he lost the big creep. Thank you, Ultimate Viking, for the resub. Since your name is Ultimate Viking, are you also excited for the new Valheim update? The Mistlands update? Because I'm excited. I'm gonna play that with my homies soon. Alright, creeping continues. Big invuln, big heal pot. Both of them quite valuable. When you don't have a DK, when you don't have a TP on the DK, like we see here, you gotta be really careful with the positioning. The DK can't be too far up front. Otherwise, Nova, focus, plus potentially a block could lead to the death of the DK. No web yet, by the way. Creeping this camp takes a little while. Wound bracers for 1-0, not bad at all. I think you should put them on the DK, maybe. Okay, but he rebought the TP, so now the DK safe. Oh, and Happy going for frost armor again. Oh, both are going for frost armor. I still feel like frost armor is worse than Dark Ritual. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they're right, and maybe she's wrong. That is a song from, what's it, what they called? LCD Sound System. You guys know that song? New York, I Love You. Just playing at the beginning, before the stream, or before the game started. Fun fact, by the way. Apparently, LCD Sound System is Carson's favorite band in the world. Crazy. Alright. TP home. This could be a big silence for Happy if he lands it. But then again, there's a destroyer. Level 3 Lich. Again, a level lead on 1-0. This keeps happening, apparently. And there's no creeps anymore. With this one exception here, the green camp. Happy though, already building a big army. 61 supply for him. But still missing that level 3 on the Lich. That is annoying. 1-0. Sold the Rune Bracers.
The town is under siege.
Dust of appearance, please. I can't believe that they're not buying dust. They could be abused so hard with Burrow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wait. 1-0 shouldn't kill this camp yet. He should pull the Lich away, maybe get Dark Ranger 3. Oh, wow, he does. That's a 2-level lead right now for 1-0. That's a big deal. Wait. And he's DK level 4. Wait a minute. He's 3 levels ahead. How's that even possible? Apparently it is. Huge level lead on the Chinese side. And the coil comes in by 1-0. He saves the Fiend. Happy loses 2 Fiends right away. Very bad start for Happy. Very explosive fight, of course. Units dying quickly, especially with Nova. Coil comes again. 1-0's coils are super on point. He's very fast with the reaction. Nova again, the back. Happy saves that one, but doesn't save the Destroyer. That one falls as well. Destroyers, though, falling on both sides. Skelly's being summoned. Silence in the back. Double silence against Happy. Dispel is there. And the silence is removed. The Destroyer goes down again. Happy about to lose 2 more Fiends. Happy is getting absolutely manhandled right now. And the Skelly's on the ground for 1-0 so strong here. The Lich in trouble. Invul Potion saves him one more time. Final level 4 for DK for Happy. He got all the level ups that he was lacking. He finally was able to catch up. But 1-0 is still seemingly winning this fight. But supply is very even. Mana potion needed. He needs more coils. Invul Potion forced. The DK was silenced. And Happy's gonna get another Fiend kill. 1-0 overextending a bit here. He loses a Fiend and an Invul Potion and gets nothing in return. Happy's got the way faster reinforcements here, of course. Coil on cooldown. Happy sees it. Goes for the Fiend. That's the next kill. Oh. Happy fighting his way back, perhaps. Coil too late again. How many times has this happened? And as the smoke clears, we're pretty even. Happy's lacking consumables, though. He doesn't have invuls, he doesn't have heal pots. 1-0 kind of trying to work with the high ground a bit here. One more Fiend goes down on both sides. Oh. Nice deny on that Fiend, but it's still dead. Destroyer morphed. But seems to be safe back there. 1-0 has way more coils. It's a big advantage for him right now. But Happy has the claws plus 12. That's his advantage, I suppose. Oh, Lich in trouble. Nova. 1-0 has to eat the heal potion. He knows the Nova might have come there. Somehow, Happy's able to keep fighting here. Oh, silence! At the Nova! And that's the kill. Happy not fast enough, perhaps, with a Dispel. Dispel. Trying to save the Destroyer, but that one's still gonna fall with the Lich not being here. The Orb is missing, and also the Claws are missing. Double level 4 level up. 1-0 is about to take the 2-0 lead over here. Even closing this round. Damn! 1-0 looking hot today. He didn't like it when Happy took the title of best unit in the world from him. Today he might reclaim it. Again. Happy's trying to fight on, but now he's got a big disadvantage. Dark Ranger dead. The Lich might be dead again. That's game. DK level 5. That's GG. Just like that. Just like that. It's a 2-0 lead. Impressive by 1-0. Not too long ago, when the two played very standard games, just one base, DK Fiends, Happy would always come out on top. But 1-0 today wants to prove to the world that that it doesn't have to be the case. That he can be the one to out-micro, outplay Happy in straight-up games. First two maps were over really quick. We're only about half an hour in. And 1-0's got the 2-0 lead. Dude, if he wins the next map, he's looking very, very likely to beat Happy again. And the reason for this is 1-0's creeping is just a bit better. And his fight execution so far was also just a bit better. Honestly, Happy should have won map 1. He really, really messed that one up. But map 2, that was all 1-0's doing. Impressive start so far by the Chinese. Oh, and look at that. Happy is the one who's moving away from Ted Fiends. He's going back to a ghoul build, which in his case should certainly mean a Lich. Now, Happy could try to mind game 1-0 right now. If Happy is sure that he's facing Ted Fiends again, Cryptlord expansion is actually super strong. But Happy never plays that, so this seems extremely unlikely. There's already a mental victory for 1-0 to force Happy away from standard. And normally, if the Ted Fiend player defends really well against Lich Harass, he's supposed to come out ahead. Unless the Lich player fast expands. If Happy fast expands and does it well, this could also be a bit tough for 1-0. But then again, Happy not that much of a fast expo player. If this was Labyrinth playing, I'm sure he would try fast expo. But for Happy, it's a different story. But we can't count Happy out yet. Happy is known for having had great comebacks in the past. Many times. And now 1-0 knows. Goes for Ritual Dagger right away. Interesting. Is he expecting a Lich as well? If you're facing a DK Ted Fiend build, you don't really need this dagger. Normally. And 1-0 playing aggressive right away. With the Lich Ghoul build, Happy creeps a lot faster than 1-0. So 1-0 doesn't want to allow free creeping for the opponent. If the Lich gets level 3 fast, that can be quite difficult to manage.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Happy's creeping is slowed down, but not by that much. Gets the full camp, as he's supposed to. Oh, nice deny. Which wants to get that level 2 ASAP. Get that Dark Ritual going. That's a lot of creeps. Ghouls brought for creeping. Happy's pushing the DK away with the Lich and Skellies. And the ghouls are creeping, and that's level 2. Clean game so far by Happy. Really good early. Until now. Some ghouls lost some HP here, but everything survives. And the DK has no experience at all. They're starting to get a bit worrisome for 1-0. Especially if he has to fall back. And Happy will get level 3. Which seems like will be the case here. Oh, big moment. Does he get the Fiends around? Ooh, this would be huge. Next Nova's ready now. And this time he locks it in. Almost a deny. Super close with that. Cost the Lich a lot of mana. But with Dark Ritual, he should have decent mana again soon. And 1-0 still 0 experience. Yeah, this is not what 1-0 wanted to have happen. Perhaps he should have crept level 2 first. Treat these 2 camps, get level 2, then go aggressive. The Nova makes, the Aura makes a big difference. Credit, of course, to Happy. He counterplayed against the DK Harass very well. But the game's far from over. These ghouls will fall off more and more. The closer we get to tier 3 and 50 supply, the worse the ghouls will get. Of course, with Frenzy, they're gonna have a bit of a window as well. Oh, look at the ward. Oh, Happy doesn't even want to kill the creep, he wants to kill the DK. Hits the creep, slows the DK, who's still at level 2. Now he finally gets it. But 1-0 is getting completely bullied so far. This is Happy the way we're used to seeing him.
A player's forces are under attack.
These sentries, by the way, so helpful. Happy knows exactly what's going on. He's going tier 3 as well. What is there standing right on top of a ward? But Happy is going to ignore this. And just continue to creep. He's got tons of experience already. Oh. Loses a ghoul to the creeps. That was very unnecessary. Lich 1-0. Scouting in the middle. He's either trying to anticipate a push into the main, or if this camp was being stolen. Interesting. Neither was the case. Oh, sick items for the Lich, by the way. Oh, Nova again on the DK. He's very hurt. Happy's Lich also low HP, but there is plenty of coils. That's gonna be the next Fiend going down. Oh, the coil also misses. We can see the confidence here by Happy. Normally at this stage in the game, when the ghouls don't have Frenzy yet, this is where the Fiends and statues are supposed to be strong. But another Fiend goes down. That's 3 Fiends lost in the early game. Happy's striking back with the vengeance. And the longer the game goes, Happy's going to transition more and more into Fiends himself. They're just getting level 4 here super early. We're not even 9 minutes in. And a mana stone to boot. WC3 clearly finds himself in trouble. I wonder if this is going to encourage Happy to play more and more Lich on the following maps. Oh, Dark Ranger, what's she doing here? Oh, almost goes down. Was she trying to pull this creep camp, maybe? That was a bit scary. Frenzy Ghouls are ready. Destroyer form about to be ready. Happy's got great items as well. Oh, 1-0, engaging the red. That seems dangerous. Oh, Lich almost getting surrounded there. Charging up the high ground. No one the Fiend. There's a coil though. Big Nova against the Ghouls. It's like 3 or 4 of them. But the Nova level 2 from Happy is so strong. He's starting to run out of mana. But he can just eat some Ghouls with Dark Ritual if he wants. That Fiend also barely getting away. And lots of saves here for Happy, where the units just by a hair end up surviving. Both players want to have this red camp. Oh. Coil Nova, and 1-0 gets it. It's the Warsong Battle Drums. Also got the experience. That Fiend goes down. Destroy the spell, perhaps on cooldown. One more coil is there. 1-0's army seems tiny. He's got 1 Fiend only. Not too many Ghouls left either, but now we have Destroyers and Fiends for Happy. He still has a big lead here. Gets the web. Oh, the Lich for 1-0 in trouble. Almost going down. Oh my... Poof. That was less than 50 HP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Circlet saves him. And now Happy has a big lead. Gets to level 3 here. Dark Ranger getting level 2. Lich 4.5 already. And this is going to be the expansion again for Happy. Over here we got the Zoe Mask for 1-0. He's still got a lot of creeping that he can do. At the red camp, at the lab, maybe at the turtle. No attack upgrades yet at all in these Fiends, by the way. Seems like Happy should already go for more Ziggurats. Ah, wait, he already has the 60. Solo experience for the Lich, trying to get him closer to 5. So 1-0 got both red can items. Medallion of Courage is also great for the Lich. There's a window for 1-0 to strike soon. Of course, he's a bit behind, but it's not insurmountable, I'd say. Happy gonna get Dark Ranger 3 here, and almost reach level 5, or maybe even is gonna get level 5. Oh, not quite. But needs only one more kill. And level 5 Lich is incredibly strong, as I'm sure you guys have seen by now. 1-0 only 3-3-3, with a DK about to get 4. I guess he's gonna get it here at the lab. And then it's go time. 1-0 has the scout. He's gonna have one chance. One big push that Happy has to hold. And Happy's in a good position to hold. He's gonna have 70 supply. Still no upgrades? Happy still doesn't have upgrades though. Surprisingly. But this is gonna be at 1-1 here. And if 1-0 out micros Happy again. He could win this. Invo Potion, Heal Scroll. Here we go. Nine supply lead for Happy. Is that enough? He even brought the ghouls in from the main. We have a little bit more. Spreading things out. Where's the first Nova gonna land? On the DK for 1-0. That means his fiends are safe for now. Dark Ranger dropping low as well. Happy focusing the heroes. And now the Lich is cyclone up in the air. Where's the Dispel? Where's the Dispel? Didn't seem to use it in time. Happy's using all the fiends. Super fast. Coil again. Clutch landing. And now it's all about destroyers. This looks like an Eer0 game. Destroyers all over the place. Lich again was cyclone for too long there, I believe. But still, the Lich is super strong. Even if the Lich was cyclone for some time. Look at the Novas now. The level 3 Nova is going to be terrifying. He's going to have so much mana as well if he uses Dark Ritual. Mana Stone committed. The DK now has plenty more coils to use. 1-0 falling back with his own DK. Good fight so far by 1-0. I would say he took this fight better than Happy. But Happy had a great start. He has a crazy strong Lich. Dark Ranger level 4. The Dark Ranger for Happy almost goes down. Dude. 1-0's just out-microing Happy all day today. Are you kidding me? Still 4 Fiends alive. The 1-1 upgrades made a big difference. Oh, but now the DK, he might be dead. TP's out before the Nova. But 1-0 can come in with a follow-up attack. He killed so much supply. Happy lost like 40 supply here. I can't believe it. I also can't believe that Happy isn't going for a heal pot. I mean, 1-0. 15 supply lead for 1-0. He's gonna get an invuln here. And then he might be able to win this game. What is going on? Happy's getting outplayed by 1-0 today. Alright, is this one of the times of Happy's magical comebacks? Oh, good coil there. Good Nova there before the coil. And Happy starts off with 2 Fiend kills. This was not the case earlier. Oh, Lich in trouble there as well. A lot of focus onto the Lich. There's more mana on Happy. He went for a mana pot on the DK. This is a big deal. And this is where Happy might be able to turn it around. Oh, Lich in trouble again. Where's the mana potion? Where's the coil? No! He doesn't have it! Wait. He just used the mana potion too late? GG by Happy. Wait, wasn't the coil ready? He got silenced? I don't think he was silenced. Wait, was he? Okay, I may have missed the silence. But I looked at the DK. I tried to see if he was silenced, but the way I saw it, he wasn't. Alright, let's check the VOD. We're checking the VOD, boys. Screw this. I want to see that again. Alright. Wait. I'm not sure if it's updated yet. No. Okay, we have to wait a little bit longer until the Twitch VOD is updated. That's a 3-0 lead, dude. 3-0 lead. What's going on? Just read chat, Remo. I don't trust you guys. Cooldown on coil. I don't think it was. We're gonna check it later. We're gonna check it later, gentlemen. Interesting game. Good back and forth. Amazing early game by Happy. He had a huge lead. He was supposed to win it. But then he didn't. Okay. The VOD is up to date. Okay. Wait. We're going to take a look together. Okay. Half speed. Let's check this out. Okay. So. Happy kills 2 fiends at the start. Not sure if this is the first or second one. So here's the silence. And Morph the Destroyer. Dispels the silence. Nova on the Lich. Here comes the coil. 6-second cooldown. So at 25, coil's ready again. Heal scroll. 23, 24, 25. Coil is ready now. Okay, there we go. Coil again at 25. Going for the Lich again. Oh, okay, you guys are right. Okay, it was cooldown. Oh! Ooh, it was just barely the cooldown. Okay. Yeah, Happy didn't have inventory space on the Lich to give over the heal pot. That was the big mistake. You need to have room for the heal pot. They tried to pass the heal pot. I'm not sure if he did. Normally when you try to give an item to a hero who's fully slotted, then the item lands on the ground. And it didn't land on the ground. But maybe he tried to pass it, and then he realized he didn't have space, and then he cancelled or something. Alright. Investigative journalism over here. We're getting ready for map 4. Do you have advice for Exlord after that series? I don't know what you want me to say. Just play like 1-0, I guess. That's the advice. But if Happy had room for the heal pot, he wins that game, right? Because 1-0 committed to the Lich kill super hard. If Lich survives and all the fiends die for 1-0, Happy should win that game. So that's kind of the second throw by Happy. If he just passes the heal pot, he should win. Happy a bit off today, I think. A bit off today. All right. Map 4, gents and ladies. It is Echo Isles. And 1-0 is playing Ted Fiends on Echo Isles. What? What is this crazy town? Echo Isles is the very best fast expansion map. Okay, maybe 1-0's thinking is Happy's definitely going to play Lich opening, but he's going to play Lich 1 base instead of Expo. The right play here for Happy would be to scout 1-0's build, and when he sees the Ted Fiends, Happy should just fast expand. That's the best thing he can do. But today might be 1-0's day. He's got 3 match points. But Happy isn't scouting. He's got 4 match points. True. 4 match points. Excuse me. Listen, it's not over yet. I've seen Happy come back from these kind of scenarios. 1-0 is not out of the woods yet. Is Happy really going to be so stubborn and not expand? I mean, seeing the Acolyte timing should tell him that's a Ted Fiend build. You should creep this green camp first and then expand. That's the best thing you can do. But he's not going to do it. Dude, he's so stubborn. It's unbelievable. Alright, I do realize that I'm committing sacrilege here, doubting Happy. But fast expansion is very strong against Ted Fiend build. That is just simply the truth. And 1-0 had a good read. He knows this Ted Fiend build has weaknesses, but he anticipates that Happy won't be fast expanding. And I guess he's right.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Attack of 1-0 started in the meantime. And he doesn't even get the Skelly. Today, somehow, something's a bit off. Getting a coil last hit steal here would be big, but very unlikely to work. Happy's got the better damage threshold with Nova. And also, no projectile traveling.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Happy's early game here again looking decent. He's gonna get level 2 from the Ghoul creeping. He's always putting pressure on the DK and the Fiend, trying to make sure that the DK doesn't get any easy steals. DK still 0 experience. This again looks like a good early game for Happy. 1-0, excuse me. If Lich gets level 3 plus boots, that would be ideal for Happy. 1-0 wants to prevent that and get level 2 himself if he can.
A player's forces are under attack.
After today, we may see a shift in the ELO rankings, by the way. If 1-0 wins here, which it's not looking bad. I like the Dark Ranger, by the way. 1-0 needs to catch up in creeping fast. And the Slippers are the perfect start. Tier 3 queued very early on. Only 2 Fiends into Tier 3. There's an Acolyte somewhere here. And Happy's not quite at level... Oh my god, the Acolyte is level 3. Oh! It's kind of a big deal. Can he deny himself? Yes. Well, Happy's gonna get it here, I guess. Dark Ranger knows, apparently, where Happy's creeping. And it's gonna harass a little bit here. For the DK to finally get level 2 from the solo creeping. And with the aura, 1-0 starts feeling much more comfortable. Oh! Dark Ranger tried to steal the item, but didn't get it. Quite a bit of damage here on the Lich. But good saves on the ghouls. No ghouls go down. And here comes the DK. Some much needed coils now available. But now we see the power of the Fiends. Once there's 3 to 4 Fiends out, especially with statues, this is a very potent mid-game army, where the ghouls can't really keep up anymore, especially if they don't have the aura support. Alright, this early game is definitely looking a lot better for 1-0 than the one on last Refuge. No Fiends went down. The hero difference isn't as incredible. However, Happy's Lich is starting to look quite strong. This is one of the camps where the Dark Ranger can get lots of skeletons. Keep up that high creep speed. And this here in the mid-game with Dark Ranger and Fiends and statues, this is where the Fiend player normally catches up in creep speed, where the ghouls are slower compared to the early game, where they're faster. Talisman definitely not the best. It takes 1-0 a long time to get DK level 3, but he's gonna have DK and Dark Ranger basically at the same time reaching level 3. This is gonna be a big power spike for him. For Coil 2 and Black Arrow 2. I think he should turn off Black Arrow now. At least turn off the autocast. To have more mana for silence in the fights that are about to come. Because fights should soon start. With tier 3 being finished. The Lich is coming. Oh, but Happy, he may have a window here. He's got the orb already. He can pick up the third hero now. Oh, he sees the last hit. It's a big experience also. Going to him, Happy. He's got Frenzy as well. This is a great timing for Happy. He finds the Creep Jack before 1-0 is ready. One Fiend goes down. Gets 2 Fiends before the Lich for 1-0 arrives. Great start for Happy. Oh, and the Ghoul's almost finding the next round right there. Silence comes in on the DK. Nova also on 1-0's Death Knight. The right clicks. Oh my god, dude. These claws on the Lich, you can see their effect. Everything quite hurt. Statues trying to heal here over time. 1-0 not out of this yet. But Happy has a supply lead. Wonderful timing. Most of the time Happy will play a pretty passive tier 3 phase, but here he was looking for his opening and he found it just a few seconds before 1-0 was ready with his Lich. And now trying to take this camp away. This would also be a big deal. 1-0 is very close to level 3 DK. And there he finally gets it. That of course now makes a huge difference having the level 2 coil. And the Lich for 1-0. Very underleveled. With a Dark Ranger for him, still not quite level 3. Happy trying to bait an end snare. Consider doesn't have mana for Nova at the moment, so it's hard to effectively deal with the ghouls. But for Happy, it's going to be mostly Fiends from this point onward anyways. Still some creeps here. At the shop, Happy still with a supply lead, but just a very slight one. Goes for the Scroll of Healing again. Dark Ranger almost level 3. Tries to get it with the coil, not quite enough. That's one more Fiend going down. Happy knew that coil was on cooldown. Dark Ranger not having level 3 here. That's what's hurting quite a bit. Happy now in a good position. This certainly must be his first map win. As more destroyers are falling, Heal Scroll can't save the destroyer. The Dark Ranger finally got level 3, but that might be too late. The Nova hitting quite hard. Happy's Lich here on level 4, extremely strong. So much right click. Oof. Look at that Orb of Corruption connecting. But he is very low mana now. Good silence once more. This could be another Fiend kill. Almost. 2 Fiends about to drop here. Every time Happy tried to go for the Expo, it backfired on him. Perhaps this now leads him to not attempted again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Destroyer ensnared, but not that many fiends here for 1-0. Only 2 fiends on the field. Not that much DPS. Happy has 3 fiends. And a destroyer. Big advantage here now for Happy. Hold on cooldown. This way Happy can try to go for a kill with Nova. It's an easy execute. Takes out the fiend, loses the destroyer though. And now Happy is finally feeling the rhythm again. Feeling the groove. Hiding back with his fiends, finds DK exposed, this is a TP forced. It's a lot of creeps about to go to Happy. Natural and Merc camp still available for him. The next creep camp for 1-0 is so far away. In the bottom left corner, the big turtle camp. Happy now hugely, hugely ahead. Can also make use of level 2 Dark Ritual here. This, finally, should certainly be the first map win for Happy. If 1-0 wins this, that would be crazy. Oh, even an A-bomb in the mix. Zero found the Ruined Bracers. Maybe good if he gets focused, but not necessarily. Happy gonna get very close to DK level 4. Perhaps it's even enough. 1-0 is trying to come in for the creep jack, but he's a bit late. He's a bit late. He's too late. Happy gets the full camp. And now just missing a little bit more for that DK level up. 1 fiend would do it.
A player's forces are under attack.
We get some fake fiends here for 1-0 with illusions. DK eats the Nova right away. He's got the Ruined Bracers though. He's protected fairly well. Happy has a supply lead, but not by that much. Finally we see Burrow coming into play. This whole series, we haven't seen a dust once yet, by the way. Oh, never mind. Happy has 1. Okay. He got Burrow and the dust. Oh, DK again. Getting Nova, losing a lot of HP. Almost goes down. The Bracers perhaps not enough to protect him. 1 Nova is enough. Boom! There it is. DK falls, and that's finally it. GG is called, and Happy, at long last, gets on the board. It took 4 maps for Happy to finally win. One of them against 1-0. Alright. Is this the start of a sick comeback? Or is 1-0 going to close it out? First match point missed. But that's okay. 1-0 has 3 more match points. Map number 5. What are we going to get? Twisted Meadows for map 5. I don't know if I've seen an unlit mirror yet on the new Twisted. Twisted, normally a very good map for fast expansion. But Happy in general, not the biggest fan of Fast Expo and Unlit Mirror. And 1-0, not a big proponent today, it seems like. All right, we got a bit of a bug here. We gotta try again. It would be pretty epic if Happy begins by losing the first 3 maps, just to end up winning with a reverse sweep. But 1-0 is in killer shape today. Against most players out there, we could say that 4-0 for Happy, very reasonable. You know, very doable, perhaps. But if 1-0 keeps on playing very well, it's going to be a tough task today. But Happy was able to get a bit more confidence here. He got the first map. How much more can he get? Thank you, Smooth JK, with the resub. Long live Warcraft 3 and B2W. Any chance we get a balance fix someday? I hope so. I hope so. But who knows? All right. We have successfully loaded in, and it's time for map 5. 1-0 on match point. Happy staring down the barrel. Back against the ropes. Tough position for him. But he's been here before. He's done this before. We can't count him out yet. And again, by the way, 1-0 with a Ted Fiend build. Happy with the Ghoul build. It seems to me like the Ted Fiend build is kind of bad on this map, though, isn't it? Like, the Lich can clear this camp right away before the DK... Wait, can he clear it? Before the DK arrives? Maybe not, actually. But Happy has shown his ability here with the Lich first to minimize the effect of the DK harass very well. The weird thing on Echo Isles was the fact that Happy's tech was faster. Normally the Ted Fiend tech is quite a bit faster. I wonder what happened there. That's the big upside of Ted Fiend build. Your tech all the way to tier 3 is super fast. And also your transition into strong Fiends late game is very good. But it is quite weak early game. That's the downside.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, the DK is running over. Okay. Yeah, this camp is a bit too tough. So the DK is not going to be able to, or Happy rather, not going to be able to finish the full camp before the DK arrives. And Happy's creeping will once again be slowed down by a little bit. And here you can see 1-0's tech already started.
Town is under siege.
So this is the way it's supposed to be. With the Tetfiend player having the faster tech. There's quite a few easy camps here on this map, so 1-0 can try to creep a little bit himself at this camp right here. Or just going for the item, perhaps. Happy takes the big boy. That's level 2. So he killed quite a few skellies, plus the Acolyte to get the necessary experience. The goal here for Happy is to get a very fast level 3, get the boots, and then bully the DK and Fiends. Second Necropolis. 1-0 wants to be ready in case of some lich harass. Earlier we were criticizing Happy's creep routes. This one seems really good. He's gonna take out the merchant here super fast. Happy didn't see this. Soe Mask on the lich. That is gonna be so much mana. Good early game so far for Happy, I'd say. Is getting some really good items though. Telestaff for the lich. Oh. He may want to go for some Acolytes. Wise move by 1-0 to go for the Necropolis. But it's not quite in time, perhaps, to deal with the lich harass. Oh, 1-0 is in position. This lich has so much mana. Since TM is a cross-spawn map, it has become a really great map. An amazing map. Yeah, I agree. This made the map so much better. It's not as RNG, as random anymore. And you can actually, you know, have a game plan. And have an idea of where to properly scout. Want 0 forced to play this very close to the chest.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy Staff's back, and he's taking the next big cap. Is this level 4 for him? This might be enough for level 4. Or at least he's gonna get close. If the DK doesn't steal experience. Double Sobe Mask! Look at this regen.
Player's forces are under attack.
How much mana is that? Is that like 5 mana per second? Honestly, I feel like he shouldn't put both on the lich. With Dark Ritual level 2, he's got enough mana regen as it is. Should definitely put one Sobe on the DK, maybe even both Sobes. Do they stack? Yes, they stack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god, dude, this mana regen. Alright, I 1-0 also, I think pretty satisfied with the early game. He didn't lose any Acolytes, didn't lose any Fiends. And now, he can continue to creep. Oh, some nice intelligence items here as well for the Lich, that's good.
A player's forces are under attack.
course, the red camps here are also a big deal. Alright, Staff of Silence. Let's go, baby. Cat gets gem. In the right scenario, it's good. But if your heroes never get focused, it's worthless. One to 0 here again with Frost Armor. One of Mana Steel, whatever. And we got a lot of creeping here going on. No expansion attempt at all yet. Dark Ranger third for 1 to 0. Happy should go for his own Dark Ranger soon, I think. DK is super tanky now, by the way. Evasion, Ring, and Gem. Two masks on one face. How does that work? True. Not even realistic. Happy also gets the gem. I mean, 1 to 0. God damn it. Maybe we should put it on the Dark Ranger. She's pretty squishy. Happy doesn't have a TP. That's a bit concerning. So he probably wants to buy 1 TP here before attacking. I would have thought, but I guess not. Happy trying to run into the back. Kill off some acolytes. Dude, wait a minute. If he gets caught here, he doesn't have a TP. This could be a lot of ghouls going down. That's 3 ghouls dead instantly. That didn't seem perfect. I think he got the belt from the golem here. Now Happy finally gets the TP. May want to go for a run by again. Wanzer doesn't quite have that level 2 aura yet. But he will get it soon. Crystal Ball. Oh. Nice scan. Finds Happy where he's creeping. So now Wanzer has to attack the main base, basically. There's nothing left to creep anymore, so he wants to force some kind of reaction, I think. Oh no, he's TPing home himself. He wants to get the lab, I see. Tactical TP. Let's go, boys. And now what is the rest of Stronger Army? This is the upside of the Fiend build. Happy is still stuck on some ghouls here at 50 supply, which are not that good anymore. And for 1 to 0, it's all Fiends and Statues and Destroyers. Which is better. Belt again. 1 to 0, a little unlucky with the items. He found double belt and Khadga's gem. That is too much HP. Alright, now we see the Zoe masks spreading the love. One on the Lich, one on the DK. Happy's morphing Destroyers. 57 supply. Against 1 to 0's 55. Some of that is still in production. Lots of that is still in production. Oh, and the statue is going to get caught here right away. 1-0 tries to pick up the item. Gets it. Crystal Ball. Damn. These have been some pretty terrible items for 1 to 0. Double Crystal Ball, double Belt, and Khadga's Gem. Use the Crystal Ball to reveal up there. Buy a new TP. But apparently this didn't run strats for Happy are working out. He's up by a decent amount of supply now. Upgrade's pretty similar. 1-0 has the early armor upgrade, which I like a lot. This 2 armor on the Fiends is a big, big help. One relevant camp still left here on the mainland. Oh, 1-0 going for the attack. This might be playing right into Happy's hands. Happy's ready with a big army. He just produced. Oh! Lose the destroyer though. Millisecond before the coil. Big Nova into the ghouls. One of them goes down right away. The second one follows. Signs of the DK. A bit too late perhaps. 1-0 loses one Fiend right away. Takes out one more destroyer. Statue taken out in the back. DK ready with the coil. And the ghouls will all be taken out here one by one. But also more Fiends falling. And now we're fighting off of Blight again. Heal scroll used. 1-0 trying to save his Fiend. So far he's managing to do that fairly well. Happy still has the statue standing. This is a big advantage right now for Happy. But lots of destroyers falling quickly. Of course, the piercing damage against the medium armor, or the light armor rather. Very effective. And 1-0 is smashing this fight again. Way more supply for him. Happy's only got the heroes left, plus one single destroyer, but that one's webbed. That one's gonna go down. If he coils it, it won't be enough to save it. 1-0 on the verge of beating Happy here once again in the Show Cup. Saves that Fiend, pressing forward. He's got Dark Ritual now. This should be the perfect time for it to expand for 1-0. But he's not going for an Acolyte yet. 1-0 falling back. He's respecting Happy here. He knows of this man's capabilities. Oh, triple silence. The Lich goes down. And that's it. He does it again. 1-0 does it again, defeats Happy, and this time in much more one-sided fashion than before. In Show Cup 50, their series was super close. And he was just barely able to eke it out. But today, 3-0 lead. Happy gets the 1-3, but then the 4-1. Very convincing. Very strong showing by 1-0. With a couple of throws in there by Happy. Especially map 1 was completely given away. And this means that Happy will not be defending his title the next time in Show Cup 66. Which is going to be against Fly, by the way. I don't think we have a date set yet. But it should be Fly for the next challenger. This means that the ELO rankings may change next week. ELO ranking update is always on Saturday. And then we'll see if Happy is going to be kicked off the throne here by 1-0. Depends also how one-sided the series is going to be. The map score is relevant for the ELO ranks. What does that do now to Happy mentally? Does he feel the pressure off his shoulders now that he's not having to defend anymore? Or is he gonna play in a deflated manner? What about 1-0? Does he still want to show his best? Of course, every map matters here in the Show Cup. For every map, there's more prize money to be had. But of course, we have our winner already, 1-0. We will be seeing him again next Show Cup against Fly. There are more maps being played. Yes, indeed. In the Show Cup, all the maps are always being played out. All 7. Every time. Unfortunately, right now, we're experiencing some lobby bugs. Oh, okay, but now it seems to be fine. Happy 1. 1-0-4. This is not a score line that you see often in happy games. Well, actually, you see it quite often in happy games, but not with him having the shorter end of the stick. And this time we have a double lich first, finally. For the first time, 1-0, gonna play a lich himself. It seems like he proved his point. He proved that he can beat happy with standard. He doesn't need to cheese. He doesn't need to try his luck with an expansion. Nothing weird like a Cryptord. Nope, he just played straight up Tet Fiend build. Until now. On this map, Ghoul build very strong. You can creep super fast, very efficiently here at the first camp, but also especially in the middle. So it's very hard to say no to Ghouls on AZ.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice lightning sheet creep here on both sides. Full experience. Yeah. Received. Kinda nice that Happy went for the Ritual Dagger right away, so he can start healing here in a second. It's kinda cool.
A player's forces are under attack.
1-0. Also going for the Ritual Dagger. And everything is looking very mirrored so far. Oh, Happy got way better items, by the way. Gloves and mantle, very good. What's he gonna get now? Ring? Okay. That's not so good. It's the Ghoul. Easy kill. Gonna get a return kill as well, but denied. Dark Ritual in full effect. Oh, and Happy gets level 3 first. That's big. Oh, huge Nova. Oof. Not a very good early game for 1-0 here, I think. Oh my god, it's slaughter. So many ghouls going down everywhere. But mostly for 1-0. GG! 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Is that a new record? Is that a new Show Cup record? Perhaps it is. That one goes to Happy. And you must be wondering, where were these easy games before? Why couldn't you mess up a little bit before? 1-0 loses that one, but I don't think he cares much. He's got the win already. He's going to be the champ of the Show Cup for the next edition. He's going to be challenged next. I think it's going to be next week. I'm not sure exactly when, but I think maybe next week on the weekend, something like that. Like I said, Fly will be his challenger there. But yeah, Happy. He gets a bit more prize money, of course, with this. With every win, you get around $250 of every map. So Happy still has some good incentive here to try to play his best. And we have one last map to be played. And that's another old school map. A returning classic. Which I still... well... playing games on it, I absolutely despise. But watching games on it is kind of interesting. And I'm talking about Turtle Rock. Oh, I think we got a lobby bug though. Oh, never mind. Okay. We are loaded in and ready. Map number 7. Happy in the bottom right in the blue. 120 top left. And it's a Tet Fiend build again by 120. Against Happy's Ghoul build, which certainly must be a Lich. There's a super strong level 3 creeper out here with Lich Ghouls, which is green, green, red. And that's level 3. But you can only really do it if you're left alone. So 120 certainly will want to play aggressive early on, I'd say. As normally you always want to do with the Tet Fiend build against Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
One specialty on this map, well, one of many specialties on this map is the fact that there are in fact no critters on the whole map. No critters. And that's because this map was made before the Frozen Throne, I believe, when critters became very normal. Oh, the DK misses the coil, loses lots of HP, doesn't get the last hit. It's already a bad start for 120. Happy's really good at counterplaying this early game DK harass. We've seen that now time and time again, but we also saw that even if the early game doesn't go to 120 with this build, with this strat, you can still win in the late game. And with that, the DK already seems to be bullied away. Low HP, what can he do? I guess he has to retreat. Dude, Happy could creep this camp right now. That would be so sick. Oh, and he's gonna do it. Oh, damn. This is a sick early game for Happy. Yeah, he attacks with the Lich first to draw aggro with him. Very nice creeping. This is all because the DK took too much damage. He had to retreat. And so Happy gets this camp for free. Perfect early game for Happy, and a really bad start for 120. Sobi Mask. Again. And the Ritual Dagger. Everything's healing up. The Lich is level 3. And now you can go for boots. And the DK is only level 1.5. Rough times over here. But he's gonna get level 2 to get the aura. But where is Happy going?
A player's forces are under attack.
He may look for an attack into the enemy main base. Perhaps. Goes for the boots and the staff. 1-0 on his way home, but maybe a bit too late. Lich has so much mana. Again, we see the second Necropolis. That's quite nice. And then comes Happy. Oh, good coil. Saves the first Acolyte. And this Lich will have to staff out here before too long. Next Nova. Gets one Acolyte at least. But this was a solid defense. Only one Acolyte goes down. Traded for 3 ghouls. Yeah, perfect defense. By 1-0. Happy way overextending. And the tech hasn't started yet either. And with that, Happy kind of gave his lead away after that great creep route. This Naga second pick is working out surprisingly well. Normally against a Lich level 3, she can be in quite some danger. But here, so far, the Naga is very well protected, able to hunt down one ghoul after the next. Oh, look at the DK. Hiding in the shadows. Sneaky.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 started on both sides. 1-0 a bit faster. Oh! Lich. He also feels these frost arrows from the Naga hurting quite a bit. But now the DK finally arrives. This is a big help. Finally some healing. Look at this Naga. This Naga is working out real well. This is not what we normally see against the Lich first. But she needs to be careful. If she eats a couple of Novas, she also will be in trouble. Both players waiting for the statues. The glorious, glorious statues. Good last hit steal with the Nova. But Happy doesn't have the aura here. That's pretty annoying. With the Sobi on the DK, by the way. I think he stole that last hit, didn't he? But now the big last hit goes to 1-0. Gets the Ring of Regen. That's really good. Whether it be on the DK or on the Naga, this ring is super nice to have. And of course the ward also goes to 1-0. He's going to have constant vision here at all times. And now we go into a pretty even Tier 3 stage. I'd say 1-0 has a bit of a lead. As long as he can protect this Naga, I think he's got a bit of a lead this game. One of mana stealing is okay. Not amazing, but he's going to take it. He's also going to try to take the red camp. He sold the Ring of Regen! How could you? 1-0. How could you sell the Ring of Regen? That's my favorite item. No respect. In comes the Lich. He's going to get some experience as well from the big boy. Legion Doomhorn. Very unlucky. Both players here early with the destroyers. And 1-0 wants to go for a fast push. Perhaps he can close out this game already. He doesn't have crazy hero levels yet. But he's got a decently sized army. Strong Fiend mix. It's also got a heal scroll. One ghoul goes down right away. And 1-0 just going to TP out. Kills a ghoul. Kills an acolyte. Oh! And almost got another one. Oh. One statue left behind against the creeps. Happy showing more flaws today than we're used to seeing, that's for sure. No third hero yet. Oh no, there she is. Never mind. There's the third hero. All good, all good. Level 3 now for the Naga for 1-0. But he only has one Invo Potion. You need 2 normally. One to protect the Lich, one to protect the Naga. Happy gets the red camp. Warsong Battle Rums. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have a TP. Never mind. Well, Fiend trying to reach for the web, but doesn't quite get it. Happy wants to keep creeping. 1-0 wants to keep fighting. Oh, the Nova here could be sick! Scroll the Beast popped as well. The DK for 1-0. Low HP, but gets away. Where's the Nova? From 1-0. There it is. One Fiend goes down. Happy's been down in supply here for some time, but he's been able to creep up more and more and more. Happy seems to be growing stronger by the minute. Dark Ranger level 2.5 now. Lich for 1-0, not level 3 yet. That's the big disadvantage. But Naga on his side, pretty low mana, only has 1 Fog Lightning, if that. Another Crystal Ball. Not sure where he scouted. I scouted in the middle, I see. Anyways. Time for the push. Happy seems to be in a good position to defend. Oh, very good flank. 1-0, this is a terrible start for him. Has a TP out, 1 Fiend goes down. And a second Fiend goes down. Happy with the Destroyer Chain Morph. Very strong timing there. And Happy's definitely back in the game. This game now looks very even. We can level 4 at long last. That's also a good upgrade to have. Happy coming in from behind. Oh, silence! While the arm was mid-air. Coil doesn't arrive in time. Fiend's kind of getting blocked. So many destroyers everywhere. And Happy's taking out the Fiends now 1 by 1. That's the anti-air. Disappearing for 1-0. He doesn't have armor upgrade yet. And it shows. Nova Fog Lightning in the back, but the hero survived. The Naga also will survive, but the Invo Potion is going to be gone soon, and then she's going to be in trouble. Happy, towards the end of the series, really seems to be waking up. AZ was a stomp, and this, all things considered, also pretty one-sided. With the Naga now exposed and going down. What does the rest to call it? GG. And in the end, I guess it was a close series. It was a 3-4, just like last time. But here 1-0 got the 4-1 win in early. Happy hitting his stride a bit too late in the series. And think back. Think back to map 1. That's the map that Happy threw away super hard. That should have been his. But today, the Emperor, for once missteps, for once makes a mistake, and does indeed lose. And he has again been kicked off the throne. Again by 1-0. He is the one who can do it. He's the one tasked with regicide, if you will. And we have a new champ. A new champ in the Show Cup. It is 1-0. Once again. We'll see him next time against Fly in Show Cup 66. We don't know exactly when that's going to be. But most likely next week on the weekend. Most likely. We'll keep you updated on that one. But that's it for me. Today, a short stream. Only Show Cup, no Dobby Cup. We're going to be back tomorrow with more Dobby Cup. Who's playing tomorrow? I forgot. Let me look that up. Oh, guess what? It's Happy again. Happy playing tomorrow in the Dobby Cup against Kaho, and also Colorful versus Lawliot. 2 best of 7s there once again for us. And yeah, that's it for me. Guys, I wish you a very pleasant start into the week. I hope your Monday goes as you had hoped. And yeah, goodbye. See you next time. See you tomorrow. Yeah. See you around.